first free kick of the match. Well, if he gives them for that, he's going to give a lot this afternoon. David Neary under the ball. Good stretch by Evans. Comes down to Brooking. Oh, that's not a bad try by Trevor Brooking. He hit it so sweetly. Player who scored in his fixture 2 years ago. And he, like Finney, has not been on the losing side. Really hit it well. Very sweetly indeed. Wilkins leaves it. Mills has Butcher forward and might get on the end of it. And did, but couldn't keep the shot down. Hit slightly longer than the Scots were expecting. And I think Butcher was surprised at the ease with which he was allowed to get on it, but he couldn't get into direction on the shot. Brooking. Keegan and Mariner in the middle. There's Mariner! It was a clear header, which he directed wide. Brooking, the provider, twoing the men in the middle. Mariner met it comfortably, but gave it too much to knock it wide of what for him was the far post. Mills coming for a possible short one. Got a cue on the near post. At the back is Robson. And a flick from Butcher off the crossbar, finally in by Mariner. It was Burley who knocked it up onto the crossbar. But once again, Paul Mariner is the Johnny on the spot. The whistles go up from the first corner, all sorts of problems for the Scots. The nod up there by Butcher, Burley off the crossbar, which is square, but in came Paul Mariner to once more get the goal for England. There's Butcher with the flick, Burley covering, it came off the underside of the square crossbar, and Mariner got there before Alan Ruff. Souness, number 8, and Hartford with the plotting. And Hartford strikes, and Chilton with his body entirely in line of flight. Look at him move as the ball is played. Look at Chilton, comes across, moving now. And in spite of the block, he's across and gets his body as it curls into him a little bit. The referee's got the wall back, but he hasn't got Mariner back 10 yards, I wouldn't have thought. Dalglish with the chip. And wide of Chilton's right-hand post. Well, I wonder whether that will lift the Scots. All did its job, force the height, the ball rising still just as it went over the bar and then dropping. So far, everybody moving away from him. Now Dalglish comes shorter. Jordan is on the far post. Oh, save! And Thompson much indebted to Peter Shilton. Intention to head over the bar, but he nearly produced a spectacular own goal. Indeed, it caused the first real exertion from Peter Shilton. And the best effort from Scotland has come from an Englishman. Souness! It was very well struck. And there was quite a crowd, I think, in front of Peter Shilton. And he didn't get a completely clear view of it. Knocked it up. Brazil. Brain has gone outside. Here's Dalglish, let it go well. David Neary. And Robson was flattened off the ball. David Neary had the space, and I think the shot had half a deflection. It came a bit off Kenny Sansom. The counter, Brooking in possession. France is up to assist. Wilkins making a third man. Brooking thinking about a shot himself. McDermott and Robson. Francis. Gone for the left. It was McDermott who came in. And the effort by Francis had eluded Alan Ruff, who, conscious of his near post, seemed to me to have cramped himself across a little too far. Goes square. Now finds McDermott. Koppel. Wilkins. Trying to find Francis. Brooking. Lyons as the referee, and rightly, here's McDermott. And somehow there was no finishing touch from Brian Robson. Alan Evans is down hurt, as we can see at the bottom of the picture as we look at the replay. Low across the box, and Robson couldn't get the left leg there in time. Alan Ruff was beaten, that's for sure. England keep possession. And here's Wilkins. England keep possession. And here's Wilkins. Again, the cross ball falling nowhere. And England is the prize and the championship. A disappointing afternoon for Jock Stein. A very happy one for Ron Greenwood, sitting high in the stands. It's his fourth success against what England too view as the old enemy, and a hat-trick of victories here at Hampden. Second half, a disappointment. Heat took its toll, so did the enforced substitutions for England, which denied them a bit of effort forward in terms of power and puff. Alan Brazil, one of the few to have shown good things for Scotland. Terry Butcher certainly had a fine game, his colleague from Ipswich Town, alongside Phil Thompson, who comes off all smiles. And no wonder, as I said at the start, the English love to beat the Scots just as much as the Scots love to beat the English. And England make their run into 5 consecutive victories, 9 goals scored and none against, and all that coming after that night of apparent shame, so we were told, when we lost in Norway.